Hello! Okay, so last night was the MMVAs. The Much Music Video Awards. No, they have a new title though now. iHeartRadio's Much Music Video Awards in the city of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I'm a big fan of the MMVAs. I have for years. Growing up in Toronto, I watched the show every year for my whole life. I mean, what other award show takes place in the middle of the streets? Yeah, it blocks the Queen streetcar when I have places to go, but for the MMVAs, I let it slide because I just think it's really sick when you see one of the biggest pop stars in the world performing beside a traffic light that's going green, yellow, red. Opening number, Macklemore. I never heard this song before. Does Macklemore have a new single out? Don't think I was a huge fan of this song, but I love Macklemore. He's an incredibly beautiful man. And he says, he does a really cool shout out to Canada. He says that his wife has dual citizenship, so she's half Canadian. And that, maybe one day he'll be Canadian. I just want you to know that I'm really here for that idea. In fact, I'd like him to move into my neighborhood, my apartment complex, my neighbor. And I'll lend him some sugar anytime. Weirdest thing happens at the end. All of a sudden, he calls out Lily Singh and Amber Rose to have a dance-off. Here's the difference between Lily Singh and Amber Rose. Lily Singh would run for the bus. Amber Rose could, not even if she tried, she wouldn't even take 2 steps toward her Uber. So when you put those two on a stage together to dance off, it was a train wreck. Lily Singh was just doing her thing, and it was kind of funny and really kind of grew. And Amber Rose kind of comes out, it's a little kind of point. Then she kind of dropped low with her, and the fact that she's essentially just a bunch of plastic balls stuck together like it's Chuck E. Cheese. Nothing actually moves. I just wanted it to end. Gigi was good. She was good. She was a little nervous. I thought a little stiff, but she looked amazing as she always does. And let's be honest, that's why she's there. Her first outfit was kind of very sporty spice looking, but then as it went on, she kind of turned into Khaleesi for a sec. She had this big regal kind of gown thing on that was open here, looked like a warrior of sorts. Beautiful. Thank you for being there, Gigi. Thank you. So Fifth Harmony, I don't know, at the beginning I was who are these guys? But that work song, Growing on Me Like a Fungus. They did say something that drove me nuts. One of the girls jumped up and was hey, Canada, which is a really annoying stereotype. So they weren't working from home, but in that moment, I wish they did. They won these are my favorite though. They won your fave international artist and group. So let me tell you something about Canadian award shows. When we say international, we mean American. And when we are picking winners, we mean the American that actually came to the show. So because Fifth Harmony was there, they won. Another standout moment, Tegan and Sara came on. I love Tegan and Sara. I grew up with them since their first album in 2000 when I was in grade 9. There were these just 2 lesbian cool rocker chicks, and it really spoke to me. So I followed them throughout their entire career. I've been to multiple shows, and they're really in a different spot than where they started. Definitely more pop and synth, and the look. I think they look amazing. I think their aesthetic and what they've branded themselves is very clever, and I think Boyfriend is good. Nick Jonas's singing face. Why is it like that? Have you seen his singing face? It's like a birthing face, and I don't know if he's the one giving birth or the one being birthed. All the fangirls were just losing it. But I think Nick Jonas's performance was Shawn Mendes. We didn't talk about Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes won 2 awards with that girl from I Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't really know this girl, and I don't want to know this girl, okay? Because I feel very jealous. Rolling out there with his guitar, and he was there on the red carpet with his dad because it was Father's Day. As I've mentioned before on The Dot, I am going to the Shawn Mendes concert alone. Because my friends didn't want to go because they're stupid and dumb and old and ugly, and Shawn Mendes is awesome, and so I'm going. So for me, the standout performance of the night was Alyssia Cara. She reminds me about literally what it means to be a young actual singer and musician. She took that stage, killed it, vocally sounded so on point. I have a soft spot for her. I saw her in concert because I just think she's doing an awesome job, especially for her first album. And the girl's from Brampton, man. That's on my side of the hood. I tweeted at her and I said, at Alyssia Cara is the real deal, man. Shout out to our suburban homegirl from 410 Northbound. Now, I just dropped some serious Brampton-specific terminology there. And who liked it? Alyssia Cara herself. Hi-yo. Anyway, my point is, had a great time watching the MMVAs. What would I rate it? I'd kind of say, in terms of performances in general, I'd probably give it a B-. Who was your standout performer? Do you agree with what I said? What was a highlight moment for you? Post below, yell at me, praise me, whatever you like, okay? But I gotta go to work. I'm not working from home. I'm in the studio. Here at the hit teen show, Degrassi. Next class.